from Los Angeles, this is the Echelon Radio Network.
Big night here at the Original Mixer. Thanks to our friends at Echelon Business Development. I'm Frank Mottek from 790 KBC. Mottek on Money. It's an honor to be part of this great Echelon Radio podcast event here tonight. And we have movers and shakers in the room, including Ivett, the CEO of 5D Spectrum, which is a technology and marketing design company. Ivett, thank you very much for stepping over to the microphone here this evening. Tell us about 5D Spectrum.
Oh, thank you, Frank. 5D Spectrum is a full-service technology and marketing firm. So we do web development, we do app development, and we also, once we launch the project, we can support it with our marketing efforts.
That's great. And of course, mobile is what it's all about, right? So tell us how things have evolved now and giving people what they want.
Well, as you mentioned, mobile first. It's our priority when we're designing. We want to make sure that your website or your app is performing in tip-top shape for mobile. We also do a great job on desktop for those folks who are still using their laptops. And performance is our number one priority. So we take a really serious approach to SEO, search engine optimization, and all the things that go with making you show up on Google page one.
Laptop, what's that? Right? Now, young people, I remember somebody said, oh, he sent me an email. And she said, email? So tell us how people are communicating these days.
Oh, it's gotten very complicated. So email is a bit of a dinosaur in my mind. So we've changed our company, so we're communicating primarily through either chat, text, or direct messaging. So email is a little bit of it keeps our history, the archive, it's for secondary reference. So everything's happening in real time in our systems.
Certainly inflation has hit all businesses. Our website development prices going down or up?
Well, I think it depends on the website. So depending on what we're building, traditional marketing websites, they've kind of stayed the same, but we're doing also e-commerce, which has a lot more complications. Those sites are very robust. There's a lot of moving parts, so they tend to be a bit more expensive.
I see here in this audience, people are eager to talk to you about updating their websites. What's the typical situation and the cost these days?
Well, a lot of times people call us when their website is broken. So we tend to get involved with companies who are in an emergency situation, and we need to have boots on the ground fixing the problem. We have a retainer type of agreement, so they sign up for whatever package is appropriate for the amount of work that they need to do. And our goal is to get them on board as a long-term client so we can prevent those disasters from happening in the future.
And where can people see those list of services and choices?
Our website, 5dspectrum.com.
That's great. Well updated, I'm sure, right?
Just yesterday.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
And obviously, web security is extremely important. Tell us how things have evolved there and how can people, businesses especially, keep their website secure.
Yeah, website security is one of our top priorities, and for our websites that are doing any kind of commerce, we really recommend and enforce a two-factor authentication, so there's 2 layers of security for any person logging into the site. We also have 24/7 monitoring and real-time monitoring for all of our systems to make sure that if anything is going wrong or there's a problem, we're alerted right away so that we can take care of the problem immediately.
That's good. Any other trends you're seeing in your business, and what should this audience be aware of?
Wow, there's a lot of trends. There's development in what's called Web3. That's where people are developing NFTs, if you've heard of the new marketplaces, and blockchain development. So we're doing a lot of research in that area, artificial intelligence and machine learning. We're not doing a lot of that development yet, but we're starting to integrate it into our workflow.
It certainly has burst on the scene, artificial intelligence and chat, the GPS and all that, right? NVIDIA's role in all this certainly taking the world by storm.
Absolutely. So the chat GDP has been very fun. We've been playing around with it. It's a lot of fun if you ask it to do things humorously.
Yeah.
Has a good sense of humor.
Like where's the stock market going? And
exactly.
stuff like that, right? You got to try to get a good answer for everything. Anything else you'd like to mention about websites, and what does it take to have a good-looking site, and what are some of your priorities?
Well, our priority is always really understanding the customer first. So we do a lot of, we take a lot of time up front to get to know our customers and what their business needs are. So we have a five-step process, which is, our company name is 5D Spectrum. And the 5D stands for Discover, Design, Develop, Deploy, and Deliver. And those are the steps that we go through with each client so that we can always deliver a successful project. So I think for each client it's a little bit different, but we make sure that our clients have unique content, beautiful photography. We're full service, so we provide video and photography services as well. And just to make sure that their website is on brand with their goals.
And you get extra credit. You're from Southern California, and you built your business here, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tell us about your background a little bit.
Yeah, so I was born here, second generation Californian, and my dad actually was in the printing business. So I had an interesting graphic design. My background is in print design and advertising, but I had a knack for programming, and I was a math major. So between the two, I became sort of this technology design guru, which is why I can lead my team that does these multi-talents of services. So I actually love my job, and I can say every day, I'm like, wow, I get paid to do this?
That's great. I heard you talking to some folks. You have a classic car, right? And you do a lot of things for fun. Tell us about that.
I do have a classic car. I have a 59 Nash Metropolitan. It was given to me when I was 8 years old. My dad and I restored it, and I've had it ever since. It was my first day driver. And my lifestyle's changed a bit over the years, so I'm actually going to sell my car. So it's on the market right now. I've finished putting some additional work into it to make sure it's safe to drive. And it's time to find a new good home for it.
That's what the Metropolitan is, the two-seater, that small two-seater, really cute car, right? Is it blue and white? What color is it?
Yeah, mine was originally, it was a yellow and white, which was one of the original colors, but my dad and I picked a red color that sort of matched his Model T, and the two of us did a lot of car shows together.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is it on your website? Can we see it?
It is not on my website, but it should be.
Classic car site someplace now up for sale. Well, Ivett, thank you very much for sharing your story with us. And again, give us your website information, and for anyone that wants to contact you about building a great website and getting some help with all this, how can they reach you?
Absolutely. It's 5dspectrum.com is our website, and we can be reached through email, info@5dspectrum.com.
Fantastic. Well, great to meet you here at this great mixer. Ivett, the CEO of 5D Spectrum, thank you very much for joining us here this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Presented by Echelon Business Development. More than just networking. Way more.